Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we embark on our new season in Serie B, but we kick it off with an Italian cup tie. This is the main cup for Italy, so Serie C have their separate cup competition, but we are in a preliminary round because we're a promoted side from Serie C. We go into a qualifying round with teams that are still at that level. Um, Catania failed in their promotion bid, it would appear. So they are still in Serie C, so they didn't come up via the playoffs. And we go into this game, and fingers crossed, we can make our way through. But the first thing we're going to do is go through our transfers so far this season. We're sat on the 9th of August, so there's still plenty of time left to get some transfers done and dusted. And in terms of the games that we're going to have this season, we've got a very tough start to the campaign. Parma, Cremonese, Hellas Verona, and Salo, who of course we did play in that Super Cup at the end of last season. They're our first four games. Parma are always in and out of Serie A. Cremonese have got previous at that level, and so have Hellas Verona. So a number of the teams at this level have got previous. So it's going to be extremely tough this season. As far as I'm aware, in terms of the way the league is set up, so the bottom three teams get automatically relegated. So we know exactly where we've got to finish. Um, Hopefully, we can just get a little bit of a run of results and just try and find our way to stay clear. I'm looking toward 14th, 15th place, to be quite honest. If we can stay above the ratio of points per games, it's a 38 game season. If we can get 40 points, I'll be reasonably happy. But it is going to be very, very tough for us to do so. In relation to transfers, it's been a bit of a tough window, if truth be told. We did release a number of players at the end of last season, but we've not actually sold anybody, which is quite good. We have had interest in one or two, but nothing concrete, so we've kept the core of the squad together. As you can see, we've made 7 new signings so far. The first one being a young striker, 20-year-old Gerard van der Plas. He's a young Belgian under-19 international, and he's got plenty of potential, as you can see there, with a 3-star of current ability. Decent finisher, really determined character, good decision making, exciting player, but he's just lacking in terms of pace. But hopefully, we can get him in to some kind of reasonable form, and he can compete with the likes of Crespi up front. In relation to the end of last season, by the way, we did confirm the extension for another year, the loan signings of Al Barachin in the holding midfield. He was a key player for us last year. And also striker Ravagliola. He is staying on for another year as well. Big signings, those two. And adding that extra firepower in Van der Plas, I think, is a bit of a no-brainer. We then looked at Seiko. We tried to sign a number of different players, but because of the level we're at, they all wanted a lot of money. But Seiko wanted to come in. He's a Malian nationality. He's not capped at all, but he's 6'7", and he's a really good header of the ball. Excellent physical attributes as well. Really strong, good jumping reach, really good balance. I'm hoping he will be a big danger for us from those set pieces. His work rate and determination a little bit low, but for the most part, I'm really happy to have brought him in into that holding midfield role. 3.5-star of current ability with a little bit of potential on there as well. Hopefully, he can settle into a rhythm with the club. A third choice goalkeeper, Tom Ritzy Hulsman, a 22-year-old German. He's never going to play internationally, I don't think. He's got decent goalkeeping attributes, and he's 6'9", so he's certainly going to fill that goal. And again, it's just worth having that third choice goalkeeper in, and hopefully if he gets called upon this season, can do a job for us. Enzo Chato can play right back, but he's also capable of playing centre back. 6 foot tall, really good amount of pace on him. Decent physicals, to be fair. Good determined character, good work rate. Defensive attributes aren't the best, but again, he's only 23. He can improve. 3-star current ability with an extra point of potential. And again, I think we've got a really good signing there. Hopefully, he can come in and just provide a little bit of solidness in that back four. 7 caps for Cameroon. So obviously, we're going to have to be a little bit careful in relation to the African Cup of Nations, but hopefully he will come in and do a good job for us. 31-year-old Luis Schaub, an Austrian international, 29 caps and 8 goals. He's not particularly well valued, but he can play a variety of positions. Can play normal central midfield or in that attacking midfield area. And he's an international. We've got, and he's a good set piece taker, good free kicks and corners. And it's something that we have been looking at for quite a while. So trying to get in that regular set piece taker. And I think we've done quite well. His physicals aren't the best, but he'll certainly come in and do a job for us. So I'm really happy to have brought him in. Ezekiel Banzuzi, he's a Dutch player, 21 years of age. Hasn't played any under 19, under 21 caps. I don't think he'll necessarily get to that point. But again, we've got a good amount of height in the squad, 6'3". Again, excellent physical attributes from him. Decent technical attributes, but again, can do with a little bit of improvement. But he's got that extra star of potential with 3-star of current ability. And in terms of his mental attributes, he's not too bad either. And hopefully he can come in and do a job as well. And lastly, Marco Antonio. He's an 18-year-old Brazilian, purely why we brought him in. He's 6'5". We've long listed him in the hope that we can get him some first-team football elsewhere. Really good first touch and technique, good passing ability, really exciting player, fairly determined character. Physicals are okay as well, but whether he'll amount to anything or not, I'm not too sure. But hopefully he can be a player that develops. So without further ado, let's get into this cup tie. There's going to be a couple of debuts in there today. Hein is going to get the nod in goal for us. Grimeland, Paulo da Silva, Carstens and Shalanda Kabongo are going to start at the back. I'm not too sure why Paulo da Silva's starting in at centre-back. I feel like that's a bit of a strange one, if truth be told. Enzo Chato's actually injured at the moment, which isn't ideal. We'll probably start Tepsic in there as centre-back because he's certainly of better quality. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on in relation to the way we're setting up here. We have changed our assistant manager. A number of other staff have been changed as well. So there is a bit of rotation involved. So Albarracin and Seiko in the base of that midfield with, at the moment, Nonj Bowende in that central midfield. But again, I don't really want him in there either. Tavares we want in there. We certainly want to progress in the Italian Cup because there's a good amount of money available in the competition. So it's something that we certainly need to take very seriously. Debuts for Banzuzi and Schaub in behind Ravaglioli. It's a pretty strong lineup from our point of view. We did want to strengthen a little bit more. We've had our eye on a couple of pretty strong centre-backs, but as time's gone on, they've signed for other clubs because unfortunately, we are quite new to Serie B, despite the fact that we've played at this level before. And other teams at the same level as us have gone in, offered them less money, and they've gone there because the club's a higher reputation. So it's unfortunate from our point of view, but we just have to take it on the chin and try and build our reputation as a club. So going into today, hopefully we can get a good result. It's going to be extremely tough, but hopefully we can get a good result against our rivals. We don't have a particularly good record against them, to be honest. We played them 6 or 7 times. We've only won them once, so it's going to be quite a difficult game to win. As Pavan looks over the top, Carstens wins the header, finds Grimeland. Tries to switch it for Banzuzi, and again, looking a little bit lazy at the moment. We're not quite finding our rhythm. Pre-season's not been too bad, but obviously it could take a little bit of time for our new signings to bed in as well. But Catania putting all the pressure on early on here, and Bua just charges into the penalty area. Hein manages to clear with Albarracin, and again it's recycled by Catania, and we're just constantly under a barrage of attacks here. And we're not looking particularly likely of getting it away as Tello wins that header and it goes over the crossbar. But bit of a slow start from our point of view, and we just need to keep an eye on things as the game goes on. Hopefully we can have another very creative season. We've kept the tactic exactly the same. We know that it works from our point of view. Whether it'll work at Serie B level is a different matter. We had the quality in Serie C, and I fear that it could be a case of we could be biting off more than we can chew in Serie B, but the target is just to survive. But we want a little bit of a cup run, purely from a financial perspective. We're £2.5 million in debt at the moment, and unfortunately, we are really struggling to stay afloat financially at the moment. We need a takeover, if truth be told, but as things stand, I don't think it's going to happen. Here is Tepsic into Carstens. Now Shalanda Kabongo just holds on to it, lays it back to Carstens again. Shalanda Kabongo. He's been a bit of an unlikely hero, Shalanda Kabongo, if truth be told. I didn't think he'd still be in the squad and make that step up, but he's still considered quite a good quality right back, even at this level. So it could be that he will still continue to settle into that rhythm out there. Here is Seiko into Grimeland. And now Tepsic to Shalanda Kabongo. He's got a bit of space to work it. Can he work it down that right hand side? Tries to get past his man. Unfortunately, he's well marked. And Albaricin plays it back to Carson's. Very patient play from our point of view. He's still yet to have a shot on target. Shalanda Kabongo into Seiko. Schaub into Banzuzi. And there is a debut goal for Ezekiel Banzuzi. The first half, we were a little bit slow on the uptake. But that is a very well-worked goal. Very, very patient play. We worked the opportunity very well, to be fair. Shalanda Kabongo into Seiko. First time pass to Schaub and Banzuzi with the strike. And Beathers very well beaten there. It's a good strike from the young Dutchman. And we take the lead here against our rivals. And that is a very good start to this second half. And hopefully we can build on that. We've actually created a lot more opportunities, but we've not really shown an awful lot. It's just a one shot on target. Here's Louis Schaub. Already an assist to his name with the free kick. And that is thundered in and it's fired back off, I think it was the crossbar. It was a brilliant effort. It remains 1-0 and Catania trying to push out very, very quickly, but they don't. It doesn't really amount to anything. And here is Tavares. Nice little reverse pass into Seiko. Just controls possession, plays it into Schaub. Again, we just slowed the game down a little bit. Grimeland coming down this left-hand side. Has support in the centre with Tavares. Plays it back into Carstens. And again, we're just playing the easy ball at the moment. We have the lead. We don't have to do anything too drastic. And that is a terrible challenge from Chelly. And Shalanda Kabongo completely chopped down there. And this could be a red card here for Chelly. And it is. The referee took his time about it, but it is a straight red. And we have a big opportunity now to beat our rivals. Here is Ravaglioli. Well, no foul from Peralta. And here is Bua. And Catania looking to create an opportunity. And Ambrosino has equalised here. They've just had the red card. It's a good finish. It's a very good delivery into the penalty area as well. But I think we're a bit guilty there of just switching off. And again, Catania have actually created more shots on target. We're going to drop some encouragement to the lads. Because the fact that we've conceded after they've had that red card is quite poor. Here is Schaub with the free kick. Whips it in. Looking toward Banzuzi. It's cleared away. And Grimeland and Albaricin just getting in each other's way a little bit. It's back to Seiko. And now Tavares. And that is a fantastic strike from Sydney Tavares. Fires it into the bottom corner. He just found enough space to get the strike away. And I thought the chance had gone, to be fair. Grimeland and Albaricin getting in each other's way a little bit. But Seiko just laid it over to Tavares, who had the space. And it was a very good strike. And Beathers couldn't do anything about that effort. And it's 2-1 now. And hopefully that will secure us passage into the first round proper of the Italian Cup. And incidentally, we will be playing Serie A side Cagliari, so I can't imagine we'll do particularly well. But you never know. We might surprise ourselves. But, I mean, we had 11 attempts at goal in that game. Only 2 shots on target. Luckily, both of those went in. But Catania had more shots on target, despite only having 4 attempts at goal. We controlled possession. Midfielders all played very, very well. Seiko with an assist, along with Schaub, Banzuzi and Tavares with the goals. Not a bad start, if truth be told. Did we get a little bit lucky with the red card? I mean, it was definitely a red card, but we got a little bit lucky in that they had a man sent off, because it could have been a bit of a dicey affair if they hadn't gone down to 10 men. But that is a really good opportunity for us. We are trying to sell Parmigiani as well. He's not really going to break into the side, unfortunately. I think we have managed to get a little bit of money in from winning that round. Yeah, it's only 8,350, but any little bit of money's very grateful from our point of view. And we're actually away against Cagliari as well. So, you know, in terms of them as a football club, um, let's have a look at their facilities. So they've got a 16,500 all-seater stadium. So if we can get a number of supporters there, we could make a decent bit of money in terms of gate receipts and stuff from that game. Even if we don't go through, hopefully we can get a little bit of money from it. And that, at the end of the day, that is very important to us right now. Um, I think we did the right thing in bringing in the key players for that game. We needed the win, and in all on, well, I mean, the league game's been pushed back, and we've actually got that first round coming up in a few days' time. So I think, to be honest, what we'll do, um, originally I was only going to show you the initial cup tie, but I think what we'll do, we'll come back for that game against Cagliari, and we'll see how far we can get with this cup run. I presume it's not going to be very far, but it's our first proper game against the Serie A side, so things to look forward to. Let's see how we get on. Okay then, guys, here we go for the first round proper of the Italian Cup. We're away against Calgary. I'm not expecting anything from the game, if truth be told. It's going to be an extremely tough game for us. Incidentally, we broke our gate receipts record for that game against Catania in the Cup. £110,000 came through the turnstiles for that game. Really good stuff from our point of view. And obviously, with the extra little bit that we made for getting into the first round proper as well, it has proven to be a pretty decent financial game from our point of view. Hopefully, we can do so again today. You, I'm not expecting a win by any means, but hopefully we can go out there and get a good result. The starting lineup's going to be exactly the same. um, Brazil is still our number one, but Cal Jakobine does want more football, so we're going to give him the chance again in this cup tie, and hopefully he can get the job done for us and put in a very good performance. So, I mean, there's some very good players in that Calgary lineup. Yeremina, I'm noticing there in at centre back. Emmanuel Dennis, former Watford player in the Premier League, I think there, and a number of other players that are on the bench as well. Miguel Aziz, Desena. Just looking for ones that I recognise. Simon Scuffet, who's a backup keeper now. So hopefully we can get a good result. And we just need a good performance. If we can put in a good performance, I'll be quite happy. Like I say, I'm not expecting us to get a result today, but it would be nice just to give good account of ourselves. And here is Yeremina, plays it out wide to Dennis Grimeland with an instant interception. It's a very good one at that as well. And here's Tavares into Banzuzi, tries to play it through. Ravaglioli couldn't get onto it. Sipos clearing it away. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. Here is Shalanda Kabongo. Back to Carstens, now Seiko. Very positive start from us, it would appear. And now Barachin into Banzuzi. Plays it in. Ravaglioli in behind. And Ravaglioli has given us the lead here, potentially. There's a hint of offside. VAR, I'm going to have a look at this now. We didn't have VAR in Serie C. I don't know if we get it in Serie B, but we've definitely got it in the Cup here. And it's taken us less than a minute, and we are ahead here against the Serie A side Calgary. What a fantastic start from our point of view. Ravaglioli with the finish. Obviously, he's got a lot to prove again this season. He proved it in Serie C. Can he prove it in Serie B? But he timed his run really well. It was just the one defender who stayed back a little bit further than the rest of his defensive counterparts and played him onside. But that is a great start from our point of view. A very early lead. And it's certainly given us something to hang on to. Whether we will or not is a different matter. Here is Makumbu into Prati. Good interception from Sydney Tavares and plays it back to Carstens. Now Seiko. Bit of space to run into for the big man in midfield. And he's not got an awful lot of support. There's support arriving in the centre. Seiko couldn't quite continue his run, and Prati finds Yeremina. And now Makumbu into Ferrari. And now Emmanuel Dennis into Yeremina, now Makumbu, and they've just managed to sort their shape out. And Angel into Prelec, and Cagliari with the strike there from Prelec, and it's just about cleared. Heim was beaten there, but it came off the woodwork, and we did well defensively to sort ourselves out. I thought we were going to get another opportunity there on the break, but Seiko took it out wide left, and everyone made the run to the right. And fortunately, he just couldn't sort himself out to get the ball across. Here is Cagliata coming down this left-hand side, finds Prelic. It's a good tackle from Karsten. Well, I mean, I thought the challenge was okay. He got to the ball, but by the looks of it, I'm guessing he's gone through Prelic to do that. And unfortunately, a penalty has been awarded, and I think that's a little harsh. He's been yellow carded for it as well. Karl Jakobine against Emmanuel Dennis, and Emmanuel Dennis slots it home. Hein goes the wrong way, and Cagliari are level. It's unfortunate, really, because we've not looked too bad in this opening half an hour. But a little bit of a rush of blood maybe from Carstens. But again, you look at the direction of the ball there, and it's gone out to this left-hand side after he made the challenge, and then unfortunately he's gone through the man. Schaub here with a free kick, whips it in, and that's a good effort. And Shiposh with the save for Cagliari. And again, set-piece-wise, we're looking a little bit better. Schaub here, we will be looking toward the far post. That's a good delivery, and Carstens and Seiko were both in there. It's come out to Ravaglioli, and Tavares just about gets it to Grimeland. And now Schaub is in the penalty, and that is a dreadful attempt. He decided to strike it with his right foot. He had time to switch it to his left foot, but he decided to try it with his right, and it was quite way off target. But that was a big opportunity from our point of view. And I think we're a little bit unlucky, if truth be told. We're doing okay, in all honesty. We're controlling possession still, which is just as good, especially against the side who are certainly considered to be a lot better than us. And Dennis loses out to Grimeland. Great tracking from Grimeland there. Here's Tavares into Schaub. Now Banzuzi into Ravaglioli. That's a great touch. And that's a lovely attempt. And Shiposh just getting his fingertips to that. What an effort from Ravaglioli. He just tried to loft it over the keeper. Tipped over. Very unlucky. Schaub here with the delivery. Seiko was there at the far post. And again, at 6'7", he could be a big danger man for us this season. He's a good header of the ball. But unfortunately, he just got that off target. And obviously with the likes of him and Banzuzi, of course, is 6'3", Carstens at 6'4". We've got some aerial dangers this season. Schaub again with that delivery towards Seiko again. And that is just what I was talking about. Colli Seiko with his first goal of the club. We take the lead here again away at Serie A Cagliari. And that is a really good set piece. And again, we've got a really good set piece taker in Schaub as well. And that could make a massive difference this season also. But Seiko at 6'7" is going to be a massive danger for us this year from those set pieces. And it could be the difference between us getting relegated and staying up, I think. That's how important I think these set pieces are going to be this season. If truth be told, we've completely outplayed Cagliari as well. We've created more than double the amount of chances as well. This has been a fantastic performance from the lads so far. Here is Sidney Tavares. Just holds on to it. Has support ahead of him. Plays it inside to Colli Seiko. And now Schaub into Banzuzi. Lays it back to Seiko again. Now Albarracin just gets there ahead of his man. And Banzuzi is in. And it's hit the post. That's a big opportunity to secure this cup tie. What an effort that was. And we've got players struggling a little bit for fitness as well. But we're playing considerably good football at the moment. I don't really want to make any changes at the minute. Over here with the delivery toward that far post. Seiko with the clearance. And now Tepsic as well. And again, it's not just attacking that Seiko could be vital defensively as well from those set pieces. He could prove fantastic. Oh my word, that is dreadful. Oh, Adam Ober has just struck it from all of 30 odd yards. And it's caught everybody out, including our keeper Hein. Schaub here with a free kick, whips it in, and Shipos somehow manages to keep that one out. We don't deserve to be level here. We should have got this game won. Schaub here with the corner. We've got the big men up there still. Swings it into that far post. Carstens was the target this time. Obert manages to clear. Ravaglioli picks it up. He loses it out to Obert, and now Veroli plays it back to the keeper. And again, we've created twice as many opportunities as Cagliari, but we've just failed to make those chances count. We're into extra time. We've still got all of our substitutions that we can make as well. That's the other thing. We deserve to win this cup tie. And I'm a little bit loath to make changes, but we need fresh legs. I mean, Banzuzi's bossing the midfield. He's had a great game. Lewis Schaub with the set piece taking, absolutely vital. Um, I think we're going to get El Shaarawy on for Schaub. Um, and again, in that midfield, we've got so many options that we can bring on right now, but we need to maintain what we've already done. Carstens is on that yellow card. I mean, that could be hugely important going forward as well. And it's a very big game for anyone to make their debut. Banzuzi's bossing the midfield, though. I can't. I mean, Tavares hasn't had the best of games. We'll push Banzuzi back. We'll move Ravaglioli back. And we'll get Van der Plas on for his debut up front. Just that little bit more energy in there, I think. And in terms of the holding midfield, I don't want to make any other changes either, if truth be told. We've got likes of Camden on the bench as well. We've got the quality. And it's going to be some big decisions to make, I think. I think we'll get a bit more experience on at the back. Shalanda Kabongo's had a good game, but Dennis Apaya can come on. Yeah, very tough decisions to make here. I'm thinking about making a change at centre back, if truth be told, because of Carsten's yellow card. I mean, Xavi Sintes could always come on in there, and I think we'll do that. We'll leave it at that for now. We have got the options. And we'll drop some encouragement as well. Just give that lads a little bit of an extra boost. It's been a very close game. We deserve to win this cup tie. We've had a fantastic performance today. And that goal from Olbert right at the very end, I think it was very harsh. And again, we're really running out of energy with some of the lads now. We'll just pause there right at the start of the second half. Grimeland is completely out on his feet. Paulo da Silva can come on for him. And again, in midfield, we're really struggling now. And we've got one more change that we can possibly make. I mean, Burdick isn't particularly a good penalty taker. Neither is Pascali Camden, if truth be told. It's going to be Camden, I think. I mean, Seiko and Albarracin are out on their feet, and Banzuzi. I mean, to be fair, I've not actually had a look to see who's a good penalty taker. Banzuzi isn't. Seiko isn't either. And Albarracin isn't the best either. Well, Albaracin's definitely not one, but I mean, to be fair, we'll make a bit of a strange one here. El Shaarawy can actually play at wing back, and we'll get Camden on for Grimeland. It's a very risky one, this one, but in relation to getting the attacking players on potentially, I think we need to do it, if truth be told. Valerio Crespi is a good penalty taker, so we really need to get him on as well. And I think we'll take Banzuzi off and push Camden back. It's going all out, and it's a big risk. Can we hold out for these 15 minutes? We've got every chance on penalties. We don't deserve to lose the game. That's the thing. And penalties is a lottery. I don't like it, but here we go. Big opportunity. And Shaarawy can be a penalty taker. And then it's going to be a bit of a lottery, I think, to be honest. Let's see how we get on. Emmanuel Dennis against Kalyakapine. Of course, he already converted a penalty during the match. Dennis scores comfortably. Hein, very well beaten. Valerio Crespi, we brought him on specifically for the penalty side of things. Valerio Crespi scores. He fires it into that top corner. I thought he'd put it over for a minute then, to be honest, but it was a very good penalty. He's done what we asked him to. Hein against Prati. Prati strikes. Hein saves. That's a massive, massive save. That's a great bit of goalkeeping from Hein. He stayed central, held his nerve. Can we take advantage of that? Ravaglioli with the penalty, converts into the bottom corner. We have the advantage now. Quagliata against Hine. Quagliata. Oh, Hine went the right way. I thought he was going to make the save there. It's an excellent penalty. Right into that corner. El Shaarawy is the next one from our point of view. Come on. Can we convert again? It's a great piece of goalkeeping from Shiposh. El Shaarawy's penalty is saved. Ober, he scored that mental goal right at the end to make it 2-2, and he converts the penalty very comfortably straight into that top corner. Hine, very well beaten. Dennis Apaya, the wing back, with the penalty, converts well into that bottom corner. Shiposh went the wrong way. Matandwa against Hine. A save here, and it could be all to play for. Matandwa converts very well. Hine went the wrong way again. And now the pressure is all on us. Who's going to take the penalty? It's going to be Tepsic. He's been a very strong player for us for the last couple of years, Tepsic. Can he convert this penalty against Shiposh? Tepsic sets his sights, converts his penalty into the corner. Shiposh went the wrong way. And now Dasena against Hine. Dasena, oh, he's straight down the middle. Hine did try and check himself a little bit, but couldn't quite get onto it. And unfortunately, with the order of the penalties, we're relying on Hine to make a save before we convert. Coliseko, he's had a great game for us today. He's out on his feet. Can he convert? Yes, he can. Into that bottom corner. It's a good finish from him. We need Hine to make a save. This is the thing. Veroli against Hine, and Veroli converts again. It's a very good penalty. And it's certainly going to be all to play for here. Xavi Sintes, who, of course, we brought on just to make sure we didn't get that red card. Xavi Sintes against Shiposh. And Shiposh has saved, and it's harsh. We didn't deserve to lose that cup tie. And it's a big shame, that one, really. I mean, Sintes, we didn't bring him on to take a penalty. We brought him on just to shore up the defence for those last few minutes. And we're very unlucky. We put in an excellent performance there. And if we'd have got through, it would have been a fantastic effort from our point of view. But unfortunately, it does put us out of the Italian Cup. And we had a couple of players come on for debuts, but other than that, that was about it. And in the end, we go away disappointed. But in relation to penalties, we can't complain too much. I mean, the fact that we got a game of that magnitude to penalties is fantastic in itself, but we were ahead twice. That's what stings the most. And a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Obviously, we've got the transfer window to come now for the rest of August, but we have got our opening games in Serie B coming up. So I'm not too sure which way to go about it, to be honest. I think we'll probably get these 4 games out of the way in Serie B. We'll get ourselves into a bit of a rhythm. We'll come back at the start of September for Frosinone and Vicenza. And if there's any transfer roundup to do, we'll get that done. But if not, then we'll just go straight into those 2 games and see how we get on from the start of this new campaign. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.